Hey guys, it's Longoria with Longoriahaus Dog Training. Today I want to talk to you for a couple of moments about the process that we go through to choose the type of treats that we're going to use in our treat training program with our dogs. The first thing that we're going to look for is the size of the treat. It's very important that the treats that you're using for your dog in a training session not be too large, but be small enough that you're quickly able to give them to the dog and be able to get onto the next repetition. A lot of times what we'll find with folks is that their treats are chewy and maybe a little bit too big, and what ends up happening there is it kind of takes away from the repetition. That your dog got it, it gets into their mouth, and then they may take several seconds to actually consume it before you're allowed to get back into the training. So very important that your training treats be small enough that you can quickly hand one at a time in very quick succession to your dog, so that way they can feel like, hey, I'm really doing something right, instead of having to labor over the treat. After we consider the size of the training treats, the next thing that I want to take a look at is what is actually the food is made out of. Many times when you look at training treats, you may look on the front label and they'll say beef flavor, bacon flavor, chicken flavor. But you really want to take a closer look and look on the back label and make sure that they are fundamentally different, especially if you're setting up a food test that you're going to do with your dog to figure out what they like the best. These particular treats that I have with me here, all of them actually are made out of pork. But if you look on the front label, they're going to say bacon flavor, beef flavor, chicken flavor. And so we don't recommend necessarily getting those because they are the same and your dog's nose will know the difference. You could get one of them and then maybe choose a couple other ones. So some of the flavors that we're looking for is I like to look for maybe chicken, maybe beef, maybe salmon, things of that nature. Now these over here, these treats over here that you're going to see, you actually have two treats. Some hot dogs, and then you also have one of the things that we really like to use in our training, which is a dog food, but it is a food roll. In all of these, they're really high quality. I like all of them, but I particularly like to use the Red Barn beef roll, and the main reason I like to use that one is because of the cost and also because of the nutrition. Everything that you see here, this, and these three, aren't nutritionally going to be the best. And if you're going to be doing a lot of rewards-based training, I'd prefer that you use something that's going to be a little bit healthier for your dog as opposed to just a training treat. With this also, one thing that we've really liked is the cost on it. We can buy this size roll or the little bit larger one, and it tends to last quite a bit as compared to these. So these are going to range anywhere from $5 to $10 depending on where you're buying them. This roll is about $5 to $10 as well, but it's probably going to last about 4 times as long as any of these treat training bags will. We also like to use hot dogs, but when we use hot dogs, we want to make sure that we use something that's very fresh. We prefer to use beef hot dogs, and then the ones that are free of any of the sodium nitrates, just to kind of keep our dog's health first and foremost. Well, I hope this kind of helped you answer some questions about the process that we go through to determine how we're going to pick which foods. And if you have any questions, you can always feel free to contact us. Again, it's Al Longoria, and we look forward to seeing you guys.